What's going on? It's Rickzilla here. And I just want to say Merry Christmas to all my fans, or at least to all my subscribers. I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. This year might have been crazy as hell, but at least now we can make the best of a bad situation. All right, so the skinny is this. I just got back from, I just got me a new computer, a new microphone stand, some new headphones, and I'm going all out in this bitch. So, but enough about me. Let's ask, how's everyone's Christmas? I hope you're doing well. I mean, I know I am. I mean, I already got my new computer, and right now it's still a bit. That's because, I'll let you know. Sorry, I'm just distracting myself. Or am I? And never mind that. Sorry. Anyway, let me just mute this. All right. This year has been extremely bizarre and crazy. I mean, we've got people who are, bitching about how trolls are mistreating them. We've got issues with CPS, especially with someone who has had their kids removed. We've got people who wear diapers and, we got Nuka Seuss, a guy who pretends to be a guy who thinks he's black because he had melanin injections. So it seems like a pretty upstanding year. So let's start us off with a little palate cleanser. I'll be looking at one of my favorite obsessions. Christine Weston Chandler. So, of course, we all know how much I've kept comparing Shanny to Chris Chan a lot. And I mean a whole lot. But I'm not going to be, Chris has not been posting new stuff as of recently because he's busy living in a fantasy world. So, again, you guys always argue that I always keep comparing Shanny to Chris Chan a lot. So in order to combat that, I'll give you a little insight on why I believe that.
Tell me what's on the well dog on our Earth in dimension 1218. I am very well known and famous for my creativity and my sci-fi comics.
This is another reason why I've been comparing Shannon to Chris Chan. Is she claimed is the fact that they claim to be famous.
And I have many fans and followers, amongst which in the fan base, they're trollish haters and harassers. More recently, though, they have been targeting and harassing the Brony analysts that I like, including the creators of Lightning Bliss, Mad Munchkin, Firebrand, Eliora, Kichi, and a few others.
In case you're wondering what the noise is in the background, I'm at my sister's house. And my family is having a conversation.
Thank goodness your creator is not on Twitter, Dr. Wolf. Too much drama. Those particular analysts blocked me on Twitter.
And yeah, there have been times where Shandy's been blocked, I think, on Twitter.
I seriously felt and still feel rejected, as if being verbally pushed away by no whacking at BronyCon last year hadn't scarred me horribly enough. Oof. My head. Meanwhile, I've had to commute to here, Dimension C197, via astral projection, sending myself to do all the work that I've been doing with everyone and by myself, and so much work.
That's some mind shit.
And I'm even human for my sonship one, and I'll typically end up on CPU. Yes. The tough part is having to leave my body behind in 12-18.
That's this is, in case you're wondering, this is a Lego representation of what's been going on with Chris last year. You see, a lot of people have been trying to warn the Brony analysts that Chris is, well, mentally unwell. And he threw a hissy fit because Brony analysts were blocking him left and right.
Oh, very soon I shall finally be able to bring my spot here to C197. Anyhow,
C197 is Chris Chan's fantasy world, Quickville.
I had to be here in C197 and around Quickville. And after Maddie's creator blocked us, my body's mind, still very much functional and reasonably intelligent, but not as much as I, and yet more so prone to autism and mentally retarded effects. It gets very emotional.
Yeah. Chris's customized figure is made of pixel blocks and Legos that he made with what he put together with Crayola Model Magic.
Really? Do not take the blocking anymore. After years of being bullied, deceived, harassed, and blackmailed, not to mention being bad not to mention recently a psychiatrist in Region 10 may be recalled in the
He's referring to the time when he was held down by principals because of his well, autism, and he, well, in Chris Chan fashion, would throw hissy fits, blaming everybody for his mistreatments, which we all know. Well, most of us who are part of this community know that Chris always likes to blame everybody but himself for his own failures. Someone customers she always said food is love. When she moved in with us, a new kitchen became that's the place that we want. Would it be hard? His parents, Bob and Barb, back when Bob was still alive, told him out of that school, and he was homeschooled for the time being until, I don't know, high school? This man is somewhere in his. This man is in his late 30s, and he still acts like a 5-year-old. I would blame it's basically a result of a poor parental upbringing.
Stonewall Jackson, New York, all of its over a decade.
Stonewall Jackson, he's referring to Stonewall Jackson during the Civil War. He keeps saying Stonewall Jackson, but he doesn't even know who that. I don't know if he knows who Stonewall Jackson is, but he uses Stonewall as in like stone, like a stone wall.
Yep. That brain was in such a horrible state, mess after all that. Seriously, in my old bedroom, after the house fire 2014, looked clean and organized in comparison. Gee whiz, after they clarified took the access in my bedroom. That's a mess. So,
yeah. Chris's bedroom was completely cluttered to the point where he had to retreat to Bob's old room.
My brain was in worse shape. So I had pleaded to them all to unblock me, but to no avail. I had thought the trolling haters and harassers were at fault for the reason of their blocking me. But it turns out, as I have been told by a valid source, they blocked me due to my past and not wanting to be sucked into the drama of my life, and apparently my obsessive behaviors too. I have a touch of OCD from the autism.
OCD? Yeah. Some autistics might be prone to obsessive compulsive behavior, but that is not an excuse. Again, this is Chris blaming his autism for his own problems.
Some of those analysts have OCD too. In fact, they all have the same thing and internet troll bully problems as I do. I've been online longer than all of them. I have endured and suffered more than all of them together. I was a pioneer in all of this. I could be helped.
That is true. Chris is a pioneer of autism. But again, just because you have a disorder doesn't mean you can use it as an excuse. If only Shanny knew the same thing. Sorry about that, folks.
With support and kindness. I did try to do that for them, and now they all block me and close me out.
Much like Shanny, Chris, much like Shanny for Christ, much like Von Helton, much like Shanny, Vaughn, and Emo, Chris has a problem with people blocking him or people leaving him because of the shit that they have spewed on the internet. They don't take criticism very kindly.
It makes me feel like I'm falling into another depression again. I feel like I want to just scream so much. I'm pretty much verging on becoming suicidal.
Okay, this part is something that really, really pisses me off. I mean, of course, we all know that Chris might have had suicidal ideations in the past, but this is just over dramatic, even for Chris. The fact that being blocked by brony analysts is causing Chris to have suicidal ideations is completely fucked up. This is the same mindset Shanny has whenever she always cries about how many times that people take her words and use them against her. How people keep mislabeling her, trolling her, harassing her. Now you understand why I've been comparing Shanny to Chris. It's because of their victim complex. Their victim complex is the reason why I've compared the two.
No, that's not good at all. That's really not good at all. Oh my, that is quite a troublesome conundrum. I recall the great number of attack sections who had each suffered only a portion of everything they alone had endured. And I agree that you and all those particular analysts could be great teachers to each other in a support group. But from their similar perspectives of you, judgmental and possibly cynical as they are, knowing and aware of the past, as well as the various types of followers you have.
I know this is basically a good start for me because I'm testing out the new computer and I'm going all in.
It is discernible that they would not want to end up falling into the drama. The haters and harassers keep on targeting and torturing everyone. It becomes quite difficult to simply block out their relentless attacks, especially when you are
New shit.
and able to rebound quick in a flash. Also, how not only wrong it is to close out the clear target, those individuals continue to follow an attack who was originally only a victim of circumstances.
That's my sister's dog, by the way, barking. Anyway, okay, why I keep saying anyway all the time? You see what I'm talking about, folks. See why I keep comparing the two. Yes. And also the game is on. So again, oh yeah, that's right. See why I keep comparing Shane to Chris? Let me play that back again.
Look out there, relentless trauma past. Alone? Maybe some conundrum. I feel like I want to just scream so much.
Chris feels like he wants, and this was in 2019, by the way. So Chris has been doing this for years and years and years. And it's been like that since 2007 when he was discovered on Something Awful. That's my sister's dog, by the way. So please. They always do that whenever someone comes home. And that's my brother bringing in my aunt's cookies.
I'm pretty much verging on becoming suicidal.
All right. Again, you see the word. If anyone who listens to this knows that there are why I compared Shanny to Christian, here are one of the reasons why. Their diction, their constant victim narrative.
No, that's not good at all. That's really not good at all. Oh my, that is quite a troublesome conundrum. I know the great number of my past patients who had each suffered only a
He's speaking in the tone of Dr. Wolf, a bony analyst.
portion of everything you alone had endured. And I agree that you and all those particular analysts could be great teachers to each other in a support group. But from their similar perspectives as judgmental, possibly cynical as they are, knowing and aware of their past, as well as the various types of followers you have, it is discernible that they would not want to end up falling into the drama. The haters and harassers keep on targeting and torturing everyone that it becomes quite difficult to simply block out their relentless
He was actually drinking.
attacks, especially when you are formidable and able to rebound quick in a flash. Also, not only long it is to close out the target, those individuals continue to follow an attack who was originally only a basis. That does not stop those individuals from continuing to target and attack the blockers.
Unfortunate. This is basically what he would imagine a therapist would tell him.
Yet those people remain offended of the misactions made of them in the past. They have enough of their own troubles in their hands, mind, soul, and body to be able to cope or care about others' problems. Or they simply do not or care to empathize, sympathize, or understand you in that you have learned from your past mistakes and how to endure or close out the bullies and their torture, that you have attempted time and again to show kindness and support to and for everyone else who had gone through the similar trials and torture as you. You have a very strong soul, heart, and senses for kindness, positivity, and justice.
Yeah, this is something I've. It's sorry for the commotion. My family is getting together on Christmas, and they can be extremely loud, and I mean extremely. Merry Christmas, Yato God. Anyway, please excuse the noise. That's my brother and my sis and my cousin can get extremely loud, especially when in a we're in a large house, which the echoes can reverberate.
Major crime for anyone to close you out because you are plenty capable of becoming a really good ally or friend for most anyone. Ah, this tea is really good. Passion fruit for taste with some mint and chamomile for keeping the mind and soul calm as possible. When evaluating someone, one should always widen their perspectives and take in many factors into account and consider the other individual's perspective.
Same
Always
here.
remaining in a subjective point of view is rather
Family get-togethers are never a bore.
very selfish indeed. Although, Christine, the analysts may see you as only one fan out of thousands of others, I see you more as a peer of theirs.
A peer. I mean, I could say this is similar to something that Shani would think, that she is a fan of most YouTubers who she admires, but she considers them as friends, as peers, like as equals.
As you have created more than tons of what they call content in your comic books. Does all this make sense with you? Fairly, more or less. I do, to the best of my abilities, take others' perspectives and feelings into account, but I'm not always able to. I, the soul, am able to remain fluid in processing thought and speech, but to have to work with and around the brain in this body, my process.
My family, they drink too much. My family drink too much. Let's leave it at that. My family drinks too much.
Can easily get interrupted. It is often prone to the autism. It can even fall into becoming seriously retarded, especially when it feels overloaded, overworked, very sad, angry, or upset, and so forth. It shuts off and leaves me disabled. If anything ought to be known about me by others when evaluating me, it's the stability and fragility of this body's brain. But I digress. Learn from my
That's another thing that most people know. And this is the thing that people always get wrong when it comes to autism, is that there are people who think that autism is similar to mental retardation, when it's farther from the truth. No, this is what Chris actually believes. Chris assumes that having autism means that he might be mentally retarded. No, and that is farther from the truth. It's just he's completely ignorant. And one of the other reasons is that, well, Chris's parental upbringing is piss poor. I mean, his parents were really, really too old to have kids. And that also can factor into his autism. So there's that. But autism and mental retardation are not the same thing.
past mistakes. I'm still learning and processing everything as they come. But in the recent events, everyone keeps telling me to move on. These analyses aren't worth your time, or something similar to that line. But I simply cannot. With my background, one can tell I have a real difficult time not being liked by anyone. And famous people, including an analysts, do not cope well with being not liked by others either.
That's another thing that I have compared Shanny. Another example of why I compare Shanny to Chris Chan is because she claims to be famous, but she's infamous, and she cannot, for the life of her, cope with the thought of being unliked. Let me play that again.
And famous people, one can tell I have a real difficult time not being liked.
Jenny has a difficult time with not being liked. To her, it's basically like a traumatic thing not being liked. She expects everyone to love her. So, if anyone who doesn't like Shanny, it upsets her.
By anyone. And famous people, including an analysts, do not cope well with being not liked by others either. And when one also considers the adage, treat others how you like to be treated, I feel like if I stop my efforts to show the analysts that I am normally likable and cool to talk with and simply make them stop not liking me, they will feel not liked by me. And they will feel at least a little bit saddened by that, as well as the torture knowing or thinking I didn't like any of them, and my not liking them becomes virally popular by the haters and the harassers all over the world. It would put an end to their popularity, egos, and especially their emotions, feelings of subconsciousness. And I can empathize with that. It would just be like a whole major end to them. It would just be so horrific and terrible. I would not be able to get over that. I would not be able to, just because I did all that. My fault, my fault. Now let it continue on, not just because of my mentality and sake, but for theirs as well. I mean, shoot. Everybody hating everybody else is just a horrible, horrible, wrong thing to do in this world. And if they think I'm not liking them and everybody else not liking them, and they go down, it's my fault. It's just...
I can see Shanny doing that. Throwing like a hissy fit over people not liking her.
So, it remains a quest for me to undo the chaos and getting the analysis all to unblock and like me. I mean, we don't have to be friends, but at the very least, in the once in a while moments, I really would delight in sharing the kind and or supportive thoughts, comments, or response to something that is going on with them and not be misconstrued as saying anything offensive or creepy, because I hardly ever am offensive or creepy. So, Mrs. Chandler, Tell me.
Okay, so what I got from that is that we got someone who cannot accept blame or personal responsibility because they cannot accept or even understand why people don't like them. Kind of reminds us of someone we know, someone for Christ. And I know Billy is going to make fun of this shit and say that I'm just saying this over and over again, but you understand why I'm. It's not that I'm obsessed with Christian, it's the fact that I see characteristics that most lolcows have that mirror Christian. Even to this day, he was the original lolcow, the original analyst, the original Brony, the original Let's Player, the original. Well, he was the original lolcow, the pioneer, the one who started it all.
So, it remains a quest for me to undo the chaos and getting the analysis all to unblock and like me. I mean, we don't have to be friends, but at the very least, in the once in a while moments, I really would delight in sharing the kind and or supportive thoughts, comments, or response to something that is going on with them and not be misconstrued as saying anything offensive or creepy because I hardly ever am offensive or creepy.
That's a bull-faced lie. Chris Chan is extremely offensive and creepy. And that's the thing that Shani and Chris, another thing that Shani and Chris have in common, Shani and Chris Chan. I'm sorry. Shani for Christ. I mean, sorry about that. Another reason why I've compared Shani for Christ to Chris Chan is their habit of lying about themselves, especially when they're trying to present themselves to other people who don't even know the full story. They expect that people would brush off their past and accept them as who they are, but it's hard to overlook the crazy shit that they have been known for. Yes, Tatted Jedi, I am like Christian. Merry Christmas to you, Billy.
Do you all hear me out there in Dimension 1218's Earth? I am usually kind, supportive, and sincere.
He is not. He is the exact opposite of what he's declaring. Again, another comparison that I've made to most of these locales is that they like to lie to people saying that they are not the perpetrators. They are not the aggressors. They try to put on this facade claiming that they're innocent bystanders, that they are poor. This is the mental gymnastics these locales go through by claiming that it's everyone's fault that they're like this. Please forgive me. I'm at my sister's house. I'm testing out my new computer, and it's awesome.
Never, ever, ever, ever misconstrued me again.
Yes, and again, they keep demanding people to never, ever misconstrue them. This is again, all locales are like Chris Chan to me. Did you know that all locales are like Chris Chan to me?
Please.
By the way, he was actually drinking tea while filming this.
Because of how much I have been greatly misunderstood, misinterpreted, misconstrued over the years.
And yeah, Shani also has the same similar speech patterns as Chris.
It's just
And what I meant is that her speech is completely fucked. Mispronunciations, illiterate. Illiteracy is the speech pattern.
it makes me feel so upset
He sounds like he's taking he sounds like he's constipated.
and crestfallen. Indeed, your heart and soul continues to be in the right places with lots of Reiki and effort. I do know how it feels to have misunderstood efforts way heavily against you. There are such narcissists out there who want to add unrequited drama to any simple, mundane, kind task of others.
1.4K likes and 1.4K dislikes on this video.
If only there were not such bad individuals. This discussion has been quite unfortunately, our time is up for now. I would love to discuss this more with you. Shall we continue on this next week? Yes, Doctor. I feel so much better being listened to and fully understood. You really are great for what you are. Thank you for listening. May I address you, Miss Chandler?
That's a breathing issue.
Good to be helping.
That's one of the many things I've seen about Chris. Also this. Anyway, let's go into the Warren's vault. Now let's go on to one infamous badass. And now a message from our famous, and now a message from our infamous, and now a message from Lucas Werner. All right, now a message from Lucas Werner.
I really feel like Gen Z are greedy, like 18 to 24-year-old adults. They tend to be a bit classist and they tend to be a bit age-phobic and ageist. Oh, no? Well, okay, you're in Spokane. Invite me to some parties. Let me talk to the women, and you can prove to me that you're not a greedy-ass generation. Otherwise, I'm not here to believe you. Prove it. Let me talk to some women, as the 18 to 24-year-old women. Otherwise, you're just a greedy-ass generation. Aw, somebody called you out for your bullshit.
Okay, that was a message from Lucas Werner. Be sure to catch him tonight on The Devil's Lettuce. Right now. It's going to be interesting. Let's just hope he doesn't bail out like he did last time. Because he was supposed to come on, but... well... And now we go over to our one of our favorite oh dear. And now let's go over to our favorite ham-based. I'll be.
I didn't even go live. No wonder. What's up, people? Shanny for Christ here, and I have been talking to myself for 15 minutes and not realizing that I didn't push that button.
Oops. I get that a lot.
So here I am, starting over what I was going to say. For my lovely darlings, because there's been a lot of happenings going on in the YouTubes and the Twitters and all the other social platforms that Mama doesn't agree with. Mama's not going to agree with it, and she never will agree to it. Because I remember a time.
That's right. Hit that vape pen.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, dirtbag.
Nikki. Merry Christmas, Theo. I'm doing fine. I just had something that didn't agree with my stomach, and it's all dumped.
In case you caught if anyone ever caught drag stream, Shani had a little too much to drink last night, and her son William had to clean up the mess. I'm surprised they let him back in the house.
Never going to have that apple pie shit again. Moonshine, apple pie is not Shani approved shit.
Moonshine. Then again, I'm surprised she can keep anything down, given the circumstances that I'll stop right there. I could make a mean-spirited joke about her obesity, but that's counterintuitive at this point.
That eggnog, Evan Williams' eggnog, is totally Shani approved because it did not make me want to vom.
What about eggnog laced with CBD and LSD? That'd be a party for you, Shani. Actually, no, that'd be a party for Rev.
But as soon as that apple pie shot came, it was over.
Well, maybe you should start doing the whole bulimic thing. If you want to, maybe...
It was over. And I painted my floor with delicious whiteness.
I didn't need to hear that. But go on.
Smell like spoiled feta cheese.
Again, didn't need to hear that.
Because I just literally ate a cucumber, tomato, feta salad before I ate or started drinking.
She eats like a bird, folks. She eats like a bird.
So, don't eat feta if you know you're going to puke, because it really is smelly. Who cleaned it? I did.
No, William did. William, her son. William cleaned up the vomit.
I did. You think Jason was gonna clean that? No.
No, it was William.
He's like, oh, it stinks so much. I'm like, okay. Sometimes I clean your puke, but you can't help me. Fine. Fine, I know where we are. So, thank God I had paper bags next to me. It could have been even worse.
I don't know if that happened or not, but you'll see what's gonna go on.
Speaking of drinking,
She'd been drinking a lot.
Merry Christmas. Speaking of drinking, I'm tired of how people are treating Miss fucking Wonderful. I'm just saying, I'm gonna rebuke you fuckers for this shit, man.
For what? Who's Miss Wonderful?
Because it kind of hits a little personal to me. Don't do that shit to people, okay? If they get arrested, don't go on the internet and make it fucking personal, posting their fucking pictures and posting all the police stuff on it, because you're fucking up open fucking police records.
Of course. We all know Shani doesn't like the police. After her arrest from last year, she's had a hateful grudge against the police.
It's the most rudest, disgusting thing I've ever seen. First of all, it's none of your business.
The most rudest, Shani? I'm not going to say anything about that.
What happens in someone's private life. Even if they get arrested.
Remember, this woman couldn't fit in a cop car. They had to take her to the police station in an ambulance.
Even though you can, it's still part of public record. It's still none of your business, dudes. You wouldn't like that shit done to you. Would you like it if you ended up getting in trouble with the law and everyone came to you and posted your freaking police record and everything and started talking about it like it was some kind of solved thing and like you're guilty of it? When we live in the United States of America, it's innocent before proven guilty, guys, and here you're assuming guilt.
We're assuming that Dragnaut told the cops to arrest you because you were being slappy with Jason. Get real. It's always Dragnaut's fault, isn't it? Hashtag blame drag. Hashtag blame the geek room. This is why I keep comparing these lulz cows. It's because they cannot take responsibility for their own actions. That's why I keep making videos on them. Why I make comparisons. It's because they all have the same victim narrative. It's everyone's fault. Everyone's responsible for their problems. It's never them.
She said herself her lawyer's gonna get her off it, but yeah, you have to keep digging and digging and digging. Let's make her feel bad over and over and over and over and over again because you have a personal vendetta against her because she said something about you a long time ago. So you have to go and just completely annihilate a person like that.
40 dislikes and 15 likes. Who knew that Shani is the gift that keeps on giving?
Disgusting.
It's disgusting.
And because I've seen said behavior of you folks and seen how disgusted and hypocritical it is of you guys. You guys came to me, oh shit, and we feel bad how these fucking people treated you. And here you doing to the same thing they did to me, you're doing to Mrs. fucking Wonderful. I know nothing about her. Don't give a fuck.
Who's Mrs. Wonderful? Maybe someone might know who that is so that I can check her out. Because Shanny content can get a little stale every once in a while. But then again, Shanny is the gift that keeps on giving, as I said earlier.
I've heard about her through the years. She seems like a woman who has her own opinion, who does her own thing, and she's her own woman. And I'm like totally pro for
That's it. I'm probably gonna put that. I'm gonna put that. Have you heard this person is like
that. She could be her own person if she wanted to.
as like a new
You guys complaining about privacy
new merch.
Well, you know what? When you're talking about an open fucking police case, an open court case would have nothing to do with you.
Again, who the hell is this Miss Wonderful? Is she someone who has like some priors to her name? I'm still confused.
Who? Yeah, I bet her lawyer said don't talk about the case online, okay? Just shut up about it. That's usually what the lawyers tell you to do anyway.
I see she's not drinking Dr. Pepper.
And then you got these massive fucking brutes online. These massive fucking idiots and morons online. What is going on?
I think I know what's wrong with her internet. She has too many shit plugged in. So she might be experiencing some power problems.
Life isn't working for me.
We all know.
I apologize. Where was I? And then you have these massive groups online telling you you're a coward. You don't want to speak about it. You don't want to go and face the truth of what you've done in life.
That's another. I could add that to the bingo card.
And really,
Raising their voice as a way to assert that people should pay attention to them. Get your bingo cards out, Get your bingo cards ready, folks.
it's your lawyer saying, shut up, don't talk about the case and finish. And you have all these massive people calling you a coward for something. You know?
Just say that. I'm trying to do that damn shit.
Excuse me. Hit the hookah.
I'd love
Oh, wait, no. Hit that vape pen, Shanny.
Anyway. My Christmas gift is quiet, I guess, today.
Yeah, same here. My Christmas gift is, well, to show everyone else. My Christmas gift to you people is this. To show the gift that keeps on giving. Cookie.
Did Santa come? No. Got a big old hole in the stocking this year.
I wonder why. I wonder why Santa didn't come for you.
But no, you guys keep talking about this stuff. Keep pushing it with her. I don't like her. I'm gonna talk about it and talk about it because I need some kind of fix from my Shanny went to jail type of fix from 2 years ago. So we need a new fucking fix. I know. Let's go to Miss fucking Wonderful and harass her over her public fucking legal issues.
I still don't even know who this Miss Wonderful is.
Let's go do that and harass her. No, what you did is you hypocritically told me over the years that you, or the last 2 weeks, more like 2-3 weeks, something. I don't know how long this has been going on. COVID and all.
COVID and all.
But you've been saying, oh, I feel so bad how people have treated you over this and how they just kept going on and on and on. And here you're doing the same thing to Mrs. Fucking Wonderful after saying you feel sorry for me, but yet you're okay doing it to her. Sorry, don't want anything to do with people like you then. Don't try to fucking kiss my ass and try to get fucking interviews from me when you're doing the same thing you said you were sorry that other people did to me.
Merry Christmas, Twisted Skeptic. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So, that reminds me. Type, if anyone who's watching, if you could, please, for the love of you, for the love of the game, give that like button a sensual massage because it has been aching all this time. Please, for the love of God, show some love for the like button. It's hungry. Feed it.
To someone else. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
Aw. Good for you, Twisted Skeptic. Good for you. I'm glad you're having a good Christmas.
Don't like hypocrites. I don't like it when someone says they don't like an action and then they end up doing the same fucking action that they don't like.
Hot calling the kettle black. Shanny is basically... Shanny, you're a hypocrite yourself.
I don't have anything to do with you. I certainly wouldn't want to go on your show and publicly promote you.
Of course. I don't need to talk to you, Shanny. Again. I don't need to talk to you, Shanny. I can just talk to Rev. I don't need you. I can talk to Rev. Hell, I can even talk to your ex-husband. Or I can even talk to your mom, your parents. I don't need to talk to you.
And get you the views after that. Constantly going after people.
Don't start what you can't finish.
So you can have your views. You can get your little crap of fucking money. God knows you don't get paid enough in the industry like this.
I don't get paid at all for this content. So, again, guess I'm destined to die poor. Sorry, Rickzilla, no money for you. Which is why I have a reason, which is why I keep posting my my relevant links, like my Streamlabs, like my PayPal, my Patreon, so that people donate money. Again, the links are in the description of the stream. If you want to show your support, please please visit those links if you want to show your support.
They're DDoSing me. I gotta get a VPN.
VPN. Oh, sorry. You can get the NordVPN if you want to.
I really do need to get a VPN.
I hope that's watermelon. Cookie. No, I'm thinking about cookies. Macaroons.
You know, there's
I've never had a macaroon.
plenty of things going on in this world. You know, there's a pandemic. It's Christmas. A lot of people are suffering and dying, and here you want to do is increase misery in the world by talking bad about someone just because they got arrested.
Of course, Shani would defend this person because she got arrested. Because she's a victim. She's always a victim. Always a damn victim. That's some ASMR shit right there, folks.
Something that's none of your business. You say, I don't like hitting people low. Well, guess what? When you talk about someone's police record and them being arrested, that's pretty fucking personal. That's pretty below the goddamn belt, dude.
Again, she's putting herself in this Miss Wonderful's shoes. So, there's that.
You don't believe me? Go through it your fucking self. And then being tortured by morons over the internet.
That torture is justified.
While you're trying to, get on with your life and move on with your life. No, you have to be reminded of one of the worst experiences of your life for years. For years, I was reminded over the worst experience of my fucking life and what I've gone through for years.
God damn, Shani. Do you really think that we're gonna buy into your bullshit? Most of the again, I keep saying this over and over again. All that shit that's been happening to you is, again, your own damn fault. But you don't see it that way, do you? I'm sorry. Now you know why I've played that Christian clip earlier. Now you know why I played that Christian clip earlier. Because it's basically the same thing Shani's been saying over and over again. How people keep misconstruing everything she says. How people mislabel her. And how many times people have bullied her and all that shit. Again, same thing.
Every day, we're living the worst moments over and over and over again, being talked about. Oh, look at you, da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. Like you people ruined Baja Blast.
Oh my God! Oh, get your bingo cards out, folks. Oh, get your bingo cards out, folks. She said the word. She said the thing. Baja Blast.
complete utter ruin of Baja Blast. I don't even want to even go to Taco Bell anymore.
Oh my God, Shani. You're upset over the fact that you got arrested all because Jason wanted a Baja Blast. Oh my God. You're delving on the past. Can't take responsibility. I mean, a lot of people would know why I played the Lego Dr. Wolf therapist thing on Quickfield Guardian. Because it's just basically the same thing Shani would say on a daily basis. How people keep misconstruing everything she says and mislabeling her. And it's the trolls' fault that she is being hated on.
Because you guys berated me to such a degree that the very thought of Taco Bell or Baja Blast makes me want to vomit.
Hey, don't ruin Taco Bell for me. Taco Bell is the shit.
Oh, but it's okay. It's all in good fun. We're laughing. Da-da-da-da-da. Is the person who you're victimizing laughing?
Shani. You struck Rev. You were the one who struck Rev because he got in your face. And all he wanted was his car keys because he was drinking that night. Actually, both of you were drinking that night. And I've already seen the arrest video more than once. And I am going to see the arrest video again because I got a new computer that might be suitable for Twitch streams. And it's military grade. It's kick-ass. And it's rent to own, $80 a month. I know that's expensive, but it's worth it. And I was long overdue for a new computer because my old one is basically past its prime. I'm going to do that on the Streamlabs YouTube stream.
Because I remember in that time, I did this to my wrist.
Oh my God, Shani. Are you going to bring that up again? Are you going to bring up the fact that you tried to slit your... Well, actually, you couldn't even slit your own wrists because, well, again, I've seen cat scratches that are deeper than the welts, than your... You know, I'm not going to argue with this part because we've already seen the times you tried showing your quote-unquote slit wrists on stream. Merry Christmas, Corky. Hope you're doing well. Projecting?
My police record was so fucking talked about to death. To death! That I ended up trying to commit suicide twice.
And failed twice. Again, I've seen cat scratches that are deeper. I've seen cat scratches that cut deeper than whatever you tried to do. And I'm probably stealing that from drag. But my cousin Haley, when she was a baby, she would scratch my face, and it actually did break the skin. I have seen scratch marks that are deeper from my cousin when she was a baby. That do cut deep.
So do you want that for Mrs. Fucking Wonderful? Do you want her to try to commit suicide? Because
that's good to hear, Corgi. As long as you. Same here. I'm enjoying my holiday so far. I'm at my sister's house.
you won't let things die because you need to have this fucking revenge.
I think we all know, Drag has said this over so many times, why she's always coming on to defend people like this Miss Wonderful. We've seen her defend Von Helton. We've seen her defend Amberlynn Reed, Chantel Marie. We've seen her, we've even seen her defend Brett Keane. Actually, that's Reb defending Brett Keane. Well, it's because, she's a victim. She's always a victim. She takes the problems that other people have and then she extrapolates off them as a way to garner sympathy from people.
Because you know what? One day, one of you stupid motherfuckers are gonna finally push someone to do something really bad to themselves.
No, Shani. Just you.
Go fix yourself. Stop going to other people and trying to make them feel bad because you're a miserable son of a bitch who just wants to talk shit about people and make people feel bad about living their goddamn life.
I've said this before, Shani. You first. Bitch. Okay, I'm gonna say this again. Shani, you can't tell anyone what to do. You're the one who's been hiding behind Rev's baby carrot. You're the one who's... You can't... Sorry. Let me say that again. Shani, you can't tell anyone to fix themselves. You can't tell anyone to grow up. You're the one who's been hiding behind your husband's little baby carrot. You can't let go of the past, and you do nothing to contribute to society. Sorry, that's my brother talking. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, let me say that again. You can't tell anyone to fix themselves, Shani. When you can't even fix your own life. You're the one who's been bashing people left and right. You're the one who's been going around trying to get people to, I don't know, commit suicide. You're the one who's been bringing up old drama. Again, you can't let go of the past, and you do nothing to contribute to society. Exactly, Cargie. She has a lack of
But here you want to
humility.
go and talk about people's personal problems like you're some kind of god.
Well, technically, God is in the prefix of my avatar's name. And by the way, didn't you say that you were a god too? Didn't you say that you were a goddess too, Shani? I thought you were supposed to be the goddess of heaven.
And you're not. Just another moron talking on the internet.
I wouldn't say that.
I'll say that again. You're just another moron talking on the internet.
Pot calling the kettle black.
Except you want to go and fuck other people's personal lives up so you can go and have a fucking laugh.
No, we're just pointing out the obvious.
That's how fucked up you are in your head. You want to play God with people's lives so you can laugh. Oh, so Loki of you. Oh,
Exactly, Twisted Skeptic.
so Loki of you.
Loki. So we're doing a move that's akin to the god of mischief. Technically, Loki is the god of mischief, and we do know that we like to cause mischief in your life. Exactly, Twisted Skeptic. She doesn't. I agree, Twisted Skeptic. I agree.
But this is what happens on the internet. Something happens to someone and people pit them to death because it's funny. I don't find it funny to talk about someone being in trouble with the law. That's a very scary experience to have.
No, it's just you, Shani.
But you'll joke about it and make fun of it and make it seem like it's a big giant joke.
Actually, it's not a joke. It's ironic. It's ironic that you would bring this shit up when you yourself have accused the Boulder, Colorado Police Department of sexually abusing you while you were in custody.
Even though none of you, I guarantee, have never experienced that. And if you did ever experience that, you're such freaking bitches. Anyone says anything about you, you squeal, look at what they said about me!
That's a quickism right there.
It's a horrible person because they said I was an asshole after I just constantly was after them for years.
She only has 4 teeth left, and they're slowly rotting out of her mouth.
How dare they call me an asshole? See,
Well, Rev is an asshole. I agree, Twisted Skeptic. But Shani only cares about Rev's money, which he doesn't have that much anymore.
I'm the victim.
Makes you wonder what's going to happen to Rev after Shani throws him out, or what's going to happen to Shani after Rev tells her to leave. By the way, Shani, I know you're not going to see this because I know you don't want to talk to anyone but yourself, because to me, I am to you. I mean, because to you, I am just another one of your haters, another one of your trolls, the ones who harass you to no end, who bully you, drag your name to the mud, blood, and bodily fluids, emotionally and psychologically raped you to no end, and in some presidential campaign like in some weird presidential fucked up campaign. I don't know what you'd say. So you're telling us at this point, stop talking about you, stop making videos about you, stop even posting jokes about you, because we have dragged your name through the mud, blood, and bodily fluids, emotionally and mentally raped you to no end in some weird presidential like campaign.
You're the bully. You're the bully. Not me. I say they're evil all the time to prove a point.
Look who's talking.
You see the point there? The constant bullying, the constant name calling. You trying to always do like, I told you. What are you trying to prove? I told you they're human. Ooh. Wow. Shit happens to people.
Yes, shit does happen, Shanny, but all you have to do is just accept things as they are and move on. But for you, that takes, what is the word? Integrity. It takes integrity for you to move on and let go of the past. If you do that, then you're no longer a victim and people would ignore you.
Let's go spend months fucking talking about how people are people and how fucked up shit happens.
We do that all the time, but when it comes to your drama, it's funny because it's bullshit. All of it is bullshit, Shanny.
But you're gonna continue to harass Mrs. Fucking Wonderful, aren't you guys?
Not really. I don't even know who Mrs. Wonderful is. Later. You too.
You're gonna continue to harass her, but no, because of this.
I was just saying bye to my brother. I was just saying bye to my brother because he's going back home. I mean, there are curfews being held in metropolitan areas due to COVID. Which sucks. Anyway, let's get back to the drama, the E-drama that is Shanny, for Christ.
Of how you treated her. You don't have my respect anymore. You've lost my respect. And you lost the opportunities to interview me and actually make a decent buck.
You know, Shanny, I was thinking about having you come on my channel, but that ship is already sailed. I mean, if you're going to talk shit about people behind their backs, then you don't deserve respect, Shanny. You really don't. I mean, a lot of people, hell, even Drag has tried to get you to come into his chat, but of course, since Drag is basically the root of all evil, you don't want to do that. I mean, I've tried to get you to come into, I've tried to get Rev to come into my channel. If hell, I even considered trying to get you to come into my channel to air out your dirty laundry. No pun intended. Anyway, Shanny, the way you talk about people, the way you accuse people of being mean to you is the reason why no one wants to engage in conversations with you. Because like what your mother said, there always has to be some turmoil. There always has to be someone who has done you wrong. You've done this to many people. Hell, even your own mother. Everyone has slighted you, Shanny. Again, one of the reasons why I compare you to Chris Chan is because you can't take responsibility for your own actions. Everyone is the problem. Everyone is to blame for all your misfortune. It's never you. Everyone is mean to you.
You lost that opportunity. Because, see, I thought it was dealing with people who actually were decent human beings. No.
Oh, hey, Sabella. You're just in time. Shanny is a narcissistic piece of shit, and, well, she vomited. Let's just say she vomited up a eggnog, grain alcohol, apple pie mixture, and her son had to clean it up. And, of course, Shanny and Rev are arguing. So it's business as usual, Sabella. Merry Christmas.
You're no different.
We're no different than the trolls that harass you, drag your name through the mud, blood, and feces.
So you could go say the haters are the evil one, but the anti-haters are just as bad as the haters.
Anti-haters, Shanny? Is that what we're going with? Anti-haters?
None of you want to do any sheer line of, actual being ethical and decent to your fellow man. Both of you want to find something to raise against another individual, just to raise it against the individual and be like, aha!
It's get a rise, Shanny. And you've been doing the same shit over and over for, I don't know, the past 5 years? Give or take? I mean, this is a repeated pattern. And a wise man once said, the definition of insanity is repeating the same things over and over again, expecting a different result. You have gone on many platforms trying to wrongfully accuse people of things that they didn't do, and you mislabel them as trolls, haters, and naysayers, when you yourself have done far worse things in the past. I mean, you've abused your significant other. You tried to kill your ex-husband. You've verbally berated Jason. And you've gotten fights with your mother. Also, you've even used your own sons as meat shields to garner sympathy. just so that you can feel better about yourself. I'm going to say this again. Look who's talking.
I'm superior because I didn't make said mistake. Even though I've made several, but I didn't make that one, so that makes me a better person.
Yeah, look at. I'm pretty sure Rev would say something so stupid like, yeah, Yaddle God, look at those meat bags dangling off her chest. They look like two trash bags tied to a banister. And of course, Rev would say that all breasts are blobs of fat. I'm pretty sure Rev would say something so stupid like, let's face it, all breasts are blobs of fat. And I'll rebuttal with, yeah, some are firm, some are perky. Not all of them are flabby, sagging, and gross like a fat man's. And speaking of boobs, speaking of boobs, Rev, how are yours coming in? Is it a little A or a B? Do you need to wear a bra now, Rev? Because given the circumstances of your diet, the Shanny diet, you might need to start wearing bras from now on, Rev.
This is why I give up on the internet.
Yaddle God. I made this joke about the balloon, the helium balloons 4 days after the birthday party. They're not up in the air; they're on the floor, sagged. To me, I think they look more like two garbage bags dangling on a banister.
Dude, I didn't throw up and my kids didn't clean it. I cleaned it.
That's a lie. Because I think Rev told him to clean. Because Rev told a different story.
Liar. God. Ugh.
Trouble in paradise, folks. I mean, the fact that this is this is the one that Drag was streaming earlier.
My kids didn't clean my vomit. God, you just make shit up all the time. This is why you're not allowed on my channel.
Well, aside from that, and the fact that you block everyone on your channel because they don't preach the word of Shanny, because they don't give you what you want. They don't really, and that's the reason why Shanny, I mean, despite what everybody tells Shanny, despite what everybody tells her, Shanny believes that her constant monologuing and interactions with others would provide her with the two most valuable necessities that she's been seeking: love and validation.
Because you're a liar. Hey, Will.
You know that.
William.
Oh yeah. The sun is the most reliable source in this. Once again, you have to bring in your son to, well, speak for you. This is why everybody sees you as a bad mother, is because you're using your son as leverage to like get people to feel sorry for you. You're gaslighting your kids just so that you can feel better about yourself.
Can you tell them you didn't clean up my puke? I cleaned it up. I know you don't want to. Never mind. He's not going to tell you.
Of course, he's not going to tell everybody that he cleaned up the puke because, well, he's tired of your bullshit, Shani. Why else do you think why else do you think that William, your son, decided to stay at a friend's house? Why else do you think that he had those ideations? Because he knows that you are a shitty person. He knows that you are the worst mother in the history of mankind.
But he's like, he's looking at you guys stupid right now. My kids did not clean it. Stop putting that rumor out there.
Exactly, Sabella. Well, I'll tell you why, Sabella. It's because she wants attention. She sees that everybody is having their own Christmas with their families, and of course, she is not getting the attention that she needs because you know what? I'm just gonna say it. It's all Drag's fault. It's all Drag's fault that Shani is making this video. Hashtag blame Drag. Not really. Shani thrives on chaos. Shani feeds on negativity. And well, she's a horrible person. They're rotten to the core.
Liars. This is what I'm talking about. Is lies like this could get people in trouble with the law.
Yeah, that ship's already sailed, Shani.
Because you got to make shit up, right? You got to have a spectacle. You have to have your fucking show.
Also, I forgot to say this, but Shani, you are again, I have to keep saying this. You are so self-absorbed. Even on Christmas, you're still self-absorbed. You wouldn't even spend time with your family on Christmas, except you wouldn't even spend time with your sons, except sit around on your fat ass hating on everyone because of a fuck up. The fact that you would rather talk to the haters, Shani, than spend time. I mean, yes, I'm at my sister right now. I'm at my sister's house, even though I'm doing a stream. I'm doing a live stream. I'm doing a live stream addressing your BS. I could still spend time with them. Even before I did this live stream, I was spending time with my family, or at least hanging out with my family. And they are understanding that I'm doing a live stream. I'm testing out my new shit. And the fact that you would rather address the trolls, Shani, for Christ, is still more vile than what anyone has ever done. Honestly, I shouldn't feel sorry for you, even on Christmas. Because you are still the most vile person I've ever seen. You are arrogant and egotistical. To the point where, again, you take the problems that other people have, and you try to use other people's misfortune to boost your own victim narrative because you want people to pity you because you want to feel better about yourself. And it's not even working. Another reason why, and again, this is the same thing I've said earlier in the Chris Chan video, is that you can't take responsibility for your own actions. Everyone has to be the problem. It's never always your fault. This is why you're a horrible person, Channy.
Rev said on the stream last night that he had to get Will to clean it up because he couldn't stand the smell. He didn't clean it up. I was literally in front of you guys cleaning it up.
You were barfing your guts out.
Jason, did you tell people William cleaned up my puke?
Oh, here comes the trouble in paradise, folks.
I said that he had to get a bag. I said, please go get that bag that's on the thing there, please. That's it.
So now the whole rumor is I had my son clean up my fucking puke. Yeah, I know I did. But no, here's the fucking rumors again. Let's make Shannon into a big, bad, fucking bad guy.
I came in on the stream at this part. I didn't join the drag stream. I just came in just to address my shit.
No, you know what, Jason? You make me look worse than what I really am. Always. And I'm tired of the people on the internet doing
And here's the part where Rev grew some balls.
The bag now.
Rev said the boy cleaned it last night.
No, garbage. I said, please take the garbage bag that was there. That's what I said.
Mafabro.
Wow.
I'll tell you.
I fucking hate all of you. Go fuck every single one of you guys.
Of course. It's everyone's fault that Shani is a mess. It's everyone's fault that Shani is a laughingstock. Why are you airing out this shit on Christmas? Sorry about that.
Merry fucking Christmas with your goddamn lies. And Merry fucking Christmas to you, Jason, with your goddamn lies. I'm out of here.
That's cool. That's cool, Sabella. It's good to see that you're FaceTiming with your siblings. It's filming in progress. That's my sister.
I'm divorcing Jason. I'm divorcing you guys. Because you know what? I'm always turned into a bad guy when I'm trying to do and make fucking people happy. Fuck all of you.
A Christmas miracle, folks.
Fine.
I thought she was immobile. I mean, I've seen drunks.
Don't talk about me like that.
But not to the point where someone vomits. Oh. Hey, no. Not you.
So let me get this straight.
And now here's more of this crap from the Ham Beast.
So let me get this straight. You're taking someone who literally has three drinks, because you can calculate that is 3 drinks, that bottle. that had literally 15% alcohol in it, and then you're going to take someone who took literally a sip of apple pie moonshine, where it made me so sick to.
Yes, Rev did say, "Get out of my house." Yes, Sabella. Rev did say that. So again, Christmas miracle. But of course, they're gonna forget about it, and Shandy's gonna manipulate him, gaslight him. And that's the thing with Rev, is that what's his worth? The guy has nothing to lose. She's already ruined him financially, emotionally, and psychologically. Of course he's gonna take, of course he can only take so much until he decides to stand up against the ham beast. And I don't blame him for talking back at her, but I know that Shandy's gonna beat him because, well, she's an abusive woman. This woman has been arrested more than once for reasons. She is a horrible person. No education, no interests, does whatever the hell she wants to do on the internet without any repercussions. And when she's not terrorizing the communities with her compulsive escapades, she is a real jerk to her family. She beats her husband. And she neglects her kids. Honestly, if anyone in the outside world sees what she does, her ass would be in prison.
To my stomach where I threw up, which proves that I'm not a drinker at all.
Why the fuck you lying? Why are you always lying?
And call CPS on me because I threw up and my son took a garbage bag outside the door.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's yeah in the background. Yeah. Yeah, he took the garbage out in the back.
That's what you're going to call CPS on me.
No. We call CPS on you because, well, you neglect your kids. Kind of like how Vaughn neglects his kids.
And you're not going to prove that that's not harassment at all?
It's not harassment. It's the fact that
you're not concerned about the children. You just want to try to keep getting me in trouble with the law.
No.
And here's the wonderful thing. 15 minutes after that, I was fine. Like nothing happened.
I beg to differ.
Like
yeah.
Literally, it was someone getting upset to their stomach because she can't handle booze.
Right.
Because I don't drink.
The videos you did in your parents' backyard beg to differ. I remember when you did the video where you were crying about Chris and Jason, the one where when you were living with your parents, the one where you're crying your eyes out because of the divorce, and you said that you tried to drink yourself into a stupor, and you tried to get stoned. You had a bottle of liquor and a joint in your hands as you were crying your eyes out and talking crazy, doing your terrible Harley Quinn impression.
So go ahead. call CPS and tell them that I took a sip of moonshine and threw up because of it. Fucking morons.
Yeah. That. The locale Key Forbes gave up on. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. That is Jason. Hey. The Reverend Dude. And now, let's turn our attention from the Hambies to the baby carrot. Now let's turn our attention from the Hambies to the baby carrot.
I'm not even doing an opening because it's not worthy of opening for this idiocy.
Oh, sorry.
For this stupidity. So now we're going to have people say that there's going to be a CPS call because of Jenny getting sick.
I don't know if that's the case. Oh, Drag got a new random musing coming up soon. So I'm going to end this stream with this little tidbit.
You know how many people per capita, just in my state alone, were puking their guts out that have kids last night? Yeah. Lots. Because sometimes people party on Christmas Eve and they do a little bit too much and they puke.
That sounds like my sister, but that's not. You just described my sister and my cousins. Just kidding.
So a CPS visit is going to happen. Why? Because my son took a bag down from the stairs, helping his mom. You people are psychotic.
Hot calling the kettle black. Anyway, that's not the video I was looking at. This is the one. From the Reverend Dude, Jason Avocado.
Hey folks, it's Rev here.
And this is, hello. This is Jason Weston Chandler coming to you live from home.
I'm just going to do a clarification, okay? Shanny puked from that moonshine last night. It was real bad, right? It was real bad. Well, she
must have been a good time FaceTiming with your sister.
Has trolls now that triggered her because I said last night on the live stream that William cleaned it up. Well,
Jason Avocado, folks.
Here's what happened. He didn't clean it up. Shanny cleaned it up. She cleaned up the vomit. What Will did was he took the bag that had stuff in it.
And what this is the part, I think this is the one where she's like, I wasn't puking!
And he cleaned it. He put it downstairs. That's what I should have said. Okay. The son was a good son, and he took his mother's puke that was in the bag and he put it downstairs. That's what happened. Okay. So stop trolling Shanny. She already feels bad enough the way it is. She does. She feels bad that she puked on air and shit. You know, it sucks.
Did you guys catch that? Did you guys catch that? Sabella, did you catch that?
Stop trolling Shanny. She already feels bad enough the way it is. She does. She feels bad that she puked on air and shit. You know, it sucks.
Oh, Sabella, did you hear what Shanny said in the background? She was like, I didn't puke!
So stop trolling her on it because it was just something that happened, you know? All right, peace out. Rev here.
That just does it for this festive stream. I hope you guys liked it. And I'm going to close you all out with this one tidbit. Thank you all for joining me on this wonderful stream. And the gift, you guys are the best Christmas gift I've ever had, is the fact that you guys really do care so much to join my streams, even though most of the people that join are minuscule. I am still so grateful that you guys came up, took time out of your schedules to partake in every live stream I do. It really means the world to me. And I want to thank you all for being so supportive. So much. I want to thank all you guys out there. I want to thank my family, my friends, my supporters, anyone who's ever supported me over the years. You mean everything to me. And I love you all. Too bad Shani can't say the same. Anyway, that's going to do it for tonight, this Christmas stream. I just want to say this. Merry Christmas to all. And Happy New Year. Peace and Maranatha.